The question of whether to eat meat is one of the oldest debates. Vegetarians often argue for the ethical treatment of animals. They point to the suffering in factory farms. Non-vegetarians counter with arguments about human biology and the natural order. Both sides feel strongly about their choices. But what if this debate is based on a false dichotomy? What if the lines between plant and animal are blurrier than we think? To explore this, we need to look deeper into the nature of life itself. Ancient wisdom traditions teach that everything in the universe is made up of 5 elements. These elements are earth, water, fire, air, and space. The human body, a tree, a rock, all are different combinations of these elements. Animals and plants may seem different on the surface, but at their core they share the same fundamental building blocks. This concept challenges us to see the interconnectedness of all things. If we are all made of the same stuff, where do we draw the line between what is acceptable to eat and what is not? Does a carrot experience life any less intensely than a chicken? To answer these questions, we need to consider the elusive concept of the soul. The idea of a soul is often used to separate humans from animals, but what about plants? Do they possess some kind of consciousness or life force? While plants may not have brains or nervous systems like animals, they do exhibit complex responses to their environment. They communicate with each other, defend themselves, and even care for their young. Science is just beginning to understand the intricate ways plants experience the world. Some researchers believe that plants exhibit a form of intelligence, though different from our own. This raises questions about our ethical obligations to the plant kingdom. If plants are sentient beings, does eating them constitute a form of harm? The vegetarian versus non-vegetarian debate often assumes a clear division between the two. But the deeper we look, the more this division breaks down. From the shared elements that make up all life to the possibility of plant sentience, the boundaries become increasingly fluid. Our food choices are not simply about nutritional needs, they are ethical choices that reflect our understanding of life itself. Perhaps the real question is not whether it's okay to eat meat or plants. Perhaps the question is how we can live in a way that honors the interconnectedness of all living things. This requires us to rethink our relationship with food and the natural world. It asks us to move beyond simple categories and embrace a more nuanced understanding of life on Earth.